It's the million-dollar question now. Michael Dawson is back at Nottingham Forest. Who is going to be captain next season? You've got Dawson, who has been skipper for much of his career, including at Hull City and Tottenham Hotspur. And then you've got Ben Watson, who captained Forest at the end of last season. I don't know who's going to get the honor, but whoever does get it, you've still got two captains there. That's one for the manager, Aitor Karanka, to decide. That's why he gets paid more than I do. LRB Hillel Sudani favors a move to Nottingham Forest, but I would think if Watson did get the armband taken off him, he might be a bit choked up about it, so I wouldn't be surprised if the manager stuck with him. Dawson will still say his bit. He'll still tell people if they are not doing their job right. Watson does that as well, so you've got two players who are seasoned pros and who are good players. I'm pleased Dawson has signed. I don't usually like players coming back to their old clubs, but in this case I think it's a great signing for Forest. Michael Dawson is back at the club where he started his career. Image, Nottingham Post. I know the attitude of the lad, and on that strength I think he'll be a fantastic addition for us. He's a good defender, too. He's played in the Premier League, in the Champions League and for England. He's a big, tall lad who knows what he needs to do. And he can help the young lads. He's a role model and a leader, and it counts for a lot how people get on with each other in the dressing room. We've had too many quiet players in there for a few years now. Dawson might be 34, but I think he can play pretty much every game for us next season. He played a lot for Hull last year, after all. But if he does get injured or needs a rest, we have got good options to step in for him. Former Notts County striker Graham Burke linked with Nottingham Forest move. We have got four good centre-backs for next season now in Dawson, Danny Fox, Tobias Figueiredo and Joe Worrell. The last third of the season, Fox and Figueiredo did a good job together at the back. They played very well, they were outstanding, in fact. But I would think Dawson would come straight into the team, and he and Figueiredo would be first-choice centre-halves. Figueiredo could learn a lot off Dawson. He adapted well to the championship and fitted right in. And with Dawson alongside him he could get even better. Tobias Figueiredo in action for Forest. Image, JMS Photography, Mark Fear. If it is those two who are first choice, Fox can count himself very unlucky to be left out because he was in good form. When it comes to Worrell, I said last year that he shouldn't be playing as much as he was. For me, he would have been better off watching and learning. I think he played too many matches last season. When you've got young lads, you have to wean them into it. Worrell didn't really get that, he just got thrown straight in and kept playing. Should Jorge Grant be given a chance at Nottingham Forest? At least he's able to have this summer off. He's not on international duty, so he can have a good rest. He'll be able to learn a lot off Dawson, too. I think we've got the makings of a decent defense for next season, especially if Castel Pantilimon comes back as goalkeeper. Goalkeeper Castel Pantilimon. Image, JMS Photography, Mark Fear. If you keep clean sheets you've got a chance of winning games. Before, we couldn't keep a clean sheet, we were conceding goals all the time. Hopefully we will be much more solid next season. It just depends now what other players the manager brings in to add to that back line, and elsewhere on the pitch. We have to get a left back in, that should be a priority. We need someone who can get up and down the pitch and who is solid defensively. No, he's apparently attracting a lot of interest, but I'd want to keep Eric Lichage. For me, he's the best right back we've got. But if Karanka is going to bring 10 players in, he's going to have to get rid of a lot of players. And there will be some who will be unlucky to go. Lichage would be one of them, if he does end up leaving.